Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm a 3D character animator. I've been animating for a few years now. So this YouTube channel is basically to keep track of what I do on Unreal Engine, and hopefully we'll uh, get to the point where I will be able to launch my own game. So let's dive right into it. And I'm gonna select third person templates over here. This is Unreal Engine 5. If you wanna know which version I'm using, uh, let's create a first project. I'm gonna name it as my first project. Let's give it a couple of minutes. So talking about myself, yes, I have been a character animator and I mostly use Maya as my primary tool in order to animate. If you want to check out some of my animation works out, then there is a um, Sorrel I have added to my channel. You can go ahead and check it out there. And the purpose for this channel is to basically learn the Unreal Engine and document everything, and hopefully if there are any new beginners like me, they can go along with me, and we can discuss ideas, or you can give me some feedback and um, couple of advice through the comment sections down below. So right now what I'm trying to do is we go very basic and simple, as I'm a very beginner and I have been through a couple of tutorial, but it's been almost a month of gap, so I'm trying to uh, redo everything from the tutorial that I have understand. And also also once we learn a couple of things, we do a recap of couple of things, we will try to make a simple obstacle course to apply what we have learned, so that we can understand all the logics and blueprints deeper. So here we already have opened third person templates, and what we are gonna do today is basically build a blueprint that we can interact with a door that opens and closes. So let's get into that. So here you can see we have a viewport, Unreal Engine viewport. Let me go ahead and add a starter content. uh, Click right now. Okay. Okay, so bear with me. I think even though I have been through a couple of tutorial, it's been a pretty long gap, and I think I might have forgot a lot of things here. So give me a second. I don't know what am I doing. Okay, I want to add a content. Okay, so selecting on a content, right click on this area. Let's go add a import content feature, content pack, and going on a content here, starter content. I'm gonna add it to my project, and boom, we're done here. Now let me go to the content again. Here I'm gonna create a simple folder. Let's call it blueprints. Enter here. I'm gonna create a now inside blueprints. I'm gonna create a blueprint class that's gonna be an actor. Here let me rename as a BP door. So uh, so once its blueprint is ready, we can simply what we can in order to check it out, we can simply just select and drag and drop. So right now there is nothing here. It's just showing this uh, showing this an icon as a reference to what's a blueprint here, since this blueprint door doesn't have anything, so this is showing just as a icon. Let's go inside. I'm double clicking that, and we have another viewport over here. Let me drag it and drop it right direction to the next to the blueprint, and I'm sorry, viewport, so I can just swap it quickly. So inside here in component section, I'm gonna go and add a static mesh, and gonna name it as a door. Okay, mesh, or simply let's leave it as a door frame. And we can go on this static mesh section on details panel, and going on this selection area, I can search for SM door frame. Okay, we have a door frame. Okay, so now I have a door frame. Okay, the viewport is moving way too fast. It's getting harder to control, so I'm basically gonna reduce the camera speed by a little bit so it's moves around a little slowly. Okay, so in order to get this door frame or this base, you have to add the starter content pack like we did earlier. So otherwise it not gonna show on the on this list. It might show, but it will not be this exact mesh. So yes, this is a default mesh inside Unreal already. So I'm gonna add another static mesh and call it as a just door. Now, since this is a door frame and we need a door that's gonna actually rotate or open and close, so that's why I'm adding a door inside a door frame, and go over here again, SM door, and we should have a door over here, and boom, we have a door like so. But as you can see that this is not completely aligned, so to make it aligned, we can basically drag and select and drag. However, you can see there is a little bit of gap and it keeps snapping to the grid. I do not have an actual control to smoothly translate it, so I'm gonna go over here and turn it off. So if I do that, now I can smoothly drag it and matching this perfectly with the door frame. Okay, now we have done this. So we have our door frame and a door. The next thing we're gonna add is it's called box collision max. So I'm gonna leave it as a collision box, and what I'm gonna do is scale it out to the height of our door itself. Let me increase a little bit of speed of the camera. Okay, cool, better. So I'm gonna scale to the size of the door, maybe a little bit down and up. So okay, this box collision box is what the logic will get triggered. That's why when our character gonna overlap or touch this box, that's when the logic gonna fire. Like let's say a player come around here and walks or touches this or overlap this collision box. Basically what it says is that the character, now the door is ready to receive the keys or input, so that so that the door actually can open up. That's why instead of making it so narrow, I'm gonna a little bit increase its width, so that our character or player doesn't have to really close to the door itself. Rather, once on a proximate area, player can basically trigger that logic. So you, we have built this so far. After that, in this over these menus, you can go ahead, click on a graph, and we'll have these default things which we're not gonna use. So I can basically drag and select delete, and go ahead, select collision box or box as we named it on component sections. Then on detail panels, keep on scrolling down and you will be able to see on components being overlapped. Select it. Now this means what logic or what happens when something overlaps with this box, like like I said before. So let me go grab order actor and cast uh, to third person character here over this ones like this one. So when what overlaps, what's this basically doing is basically it's telling uh, when something overlaps and what is that something. It's defining what that something is. So yes, I'm still a beginner, so if I got anything wrong, please do not hesitate to correct me. I would like to take your feedback and apply it in my understanding, and try to get better. So I'm just sharing describing those notes and everything. If there are other beginners like me who is also trying to trying to move forward, and they can look at things and they also learn something out of this. So let's go back here again. Okay, you can see, and I'm gonna, okay, so let me add one more thing. So before this gap, I talked about that I had done a couple go through a couple of tutorials. So there is my one learning process. So how I learn is basically go through tutorials like half an hour or couple of hour, or section by sections if the tutorial gonna be too long. Then I also try to write it down on my copy. So what I do, and I try to recreate those all things again on my by actually trying it out myself. And then if there are specific notes that I do not understand or function, then I basically take that notes and put in on chat GPT to explain it, and so that I can understand in a deeper sense. So I do have a copy with me right now. Uh, also, and since I'm going through a recap, so I think I forgot a lot of things here. So I'm just gonna quickly check out my copy as well, and um, basically try to recreate, since it's been a pretty long gap, and I'm just trying to recap here. So okay, let's go here and let's get back into this, and then let me get here. Let's I think I'm supposed to get wait, I think enable. Okay, it's called enable input, and and get player controller. Here you go. This is gonna be a player control. So what this does is it enables players, allows players to add an allows us to add an input key, certain key when we press, and what happens when that press is. So it basically allows us to set up a key that will trigger the function that will trigger the logic further. So we have this one, and I'm gonna look for, so if I basically click on a left mouse over here, okay, sorry, right mouse button, then this menu pops up and I'm gonna look for a E key. So let me scroll down. So here is a E key. So it enables an input, and when if players press this exact key which I have set up as a E, then the door will open or the close. So let me go ahead, press, and let me add I think it's called flip flop. Yeah. So I'm gonna add a flip flop. So flip flop basically does is either selects A or B. Um, so if it's not A, then it's B. If it's not B, then it's A, I think. Uh, flip flop is what it does. So let me and I have to now let me go quickly back to the viewport. Let's select this door, and if I press E on board keyboard, then I can see like how the door supposed to open. Then I can basically drag and here, and you can see this over on this side. If I add minus 90 degree, then it opens. Okay, so we understand that if I press on Z axis rotation Z, then it will open, and if I go press 0 again, then it closes. So let's go back to the event, and let me get so don't drag this door frame. We just want a door to open and close, not a door frame to be open and close. So I'm gonna take a door, drop over here, and for rotation, I think it's uh, set uh, rotation. Okay, set relative rotation. So I'm gonna have here. I'm gonna hook this with this one, and this will be, like I said, minus 90, since that was what's gonna open. And I'm gonna copy this one and gonna paste this one over here one more time, and I'm gonna hit this one and it will be 0. So if I press key this so what is gonna happen if I press E, it gonna rotate door to 90 minus 90 degree, and if I press E again, it's gonna rotate back that door to 0 degree, which will reflects like it's opening and closing. So I'm gonna hook this up once more. Here we have done that. Now let's go and quickly check this out. Make sure to compile it, and then go ahead over here. We have a door over here. Okay, so now you can see that we have an actual door and a lot of components over here. Earlier we only have is something that reflects indicates simple this icon. Now let me drag it up a little bit down on the ground, and let's hit play, and here is our template character. So let's go near close, and if I go close and if I press key E in my butt keyboard, then it's actually doing nothing. Okay, think I got something wrong here. Also you can see that my character is basically able to go run through right through the door. So before we get back to the blueprint logic to fix what's issue with the door not opening and closing, let's fix this one. It's much easier, simpler. So press escape. I'm gonna escape out of the play mode, and what I want to do is this door right now doesn't have a collision box enabled. That's why I'm able to pass right through the door. So let me do that quickly. So let's go over here. Let's look for this. I think there is a better way to look where this mesh exactly at. Um, okay, maybe not from here. Let's go over here. Let's go to the box door. That is why. Okay, if I press on this, uh-huh. If I press on over here, it will basically directly take me where the mesh is in these all between these folders. It's a little bit of hassle to go and open everything one by one in order to find where the actual that mesh is. So what we can do is basically go over here. I'm gonna go here, select here, and then this content browse, and here we have this one. So double click this one, and we're gonna open up another viewport. So let me quickly go over here and simple collision. So as you can see, I have just drawn on the simple collision, but there are no collisions over here. That is why my character was able to basically run right past through it. So we can, in order to add the collision, we can basically go over here, go to the collision, and here you can see add a simple box collision. So if I do that, that's it, and we can see this green line indicates that there is a collision. And let me save it up, and we don't need this viewport anymore. So let's go back here, let's hit play, and there is our door, and let's see if we can see. Now we are no longer able to run through the door. So this problem is been fixed. Now going back to the our blueprint door not being able to open up. So let's see, what did I miss? So I think our logic is not really complete yet. So let me go here and disable input. I think that should do the trick. And if I put it on a target and grab this one, compile this one, and play here, go over here, then it's still not really working. Um, okay, I'm trying to figure out what did I wrong here. Let me go to the viewport. Is this on supposed to be a z-axis 90, or is it 90 minus 90? That's looks fine. Relative rotation. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go through over my notes, copy to check it out. What did I wrong? Let me have a menu open the app. I think I'm supposed to do this. No? Wait. Um, Wait, I think I'm using this flip-flop as wrong way. Uh-huh. Okay. So what am I supposed to do with this? Okay. Let me get set relative rotation. So for door, yeah, I want for door here. Uh, Let me delete these ones and retry it. Let me set it to 90, compile, and let me give it a one more try. Where is my door? Okay, it's not really working. Am I doing something wrong? What if I just do this, go here, and then okay, all right, this worked. So let me quickly copy this one, paste this one, and let me go add this one. This will be 0. I'm gonna need minus, and gonna go over here, this one, and and definitely disable the input. Let's compile this one and go back over here, and okay, okay, door is over here. Let's go back here, and I'm gonna press E so you can see it opens. And let's press E again, and here it closes. Press E and E again, E and again. So it's able to open and close. Yep. So I think I mistaken this one. So that target supposed to be self, which I'm doing like which door. Self is like whatever the component is already holding. I think that is what self supposed to means. And since I think I connected this to the self, I think it's what is the logic was trying to do is trying to look for the target through the player controller, which basically doesn't have any targets. I think. I don't know. Wait. Yeah, I think that's what it's going on. That is why it wasn't working. And I want to trace another thing quickly. Let's go back to the door. Now I'm able to open and close. If I go further, then I'm still able to open and close, which is now a problem. So, if you remember, let me go quickly. This is overlapper. So what next thing what I want is once character no longer overlapping with this box, I want that no matter how many or times you press that key, door not supposed to open or close. Door supposed to only open and close if the player is nearby the door itself. So let's work on that now. Let's go to the event, and again we can go this select on this collision box. Let's go down over here, scroll down, and as you can see here we have a component on component int overlap. So we have this one. So I'm gonna go again and let's get another and cast to third person character. Here we go. And um and I think I'm gonna put it over and drag it down a little bit. Let me disconnect this one for a few time and disable input. So I think I'm gonna have a disable input over here rather than there. Let me drag this one, and this one is gonna be player control. I think this should okay, I'm kind of having a hunch like I might be doing something wrong here. So let's go ahead, play. So let's go overlaps, open stores. Let's go further and try to press E. Okay, it's no longer opens and door. So this is why exactly what we want. So if I close to the door, if I press E and go out and press again E, give me a second, E, then the door closes, right? So if I move away, then I need to make sure that the key still doesn't functions, doesn't trigger the logic. So no longer I'm no longer that door opens or close if I press E. So if I go close, it's open, close, nice. And if I go further, now if I keep pressing E, it doesn't work. So let's go over close. So open. Here we go. So what we basically did is we basically built a blueprint. Let me press escape. Let's go to the content browser and let me go content and blueprint, which this is a folder we create. We basically create a blueprint that a character can interact when press a certain key. The player can be able to open and close the door. And other thing we did is we make the door not be able to go straight through the door. Uh, we basically add a simple collision to block character from entering, going through the door. And the next another one more thing we did is basically added logic where only if character is at uh, a certain uh, approximate area of the door, then the player will be able to open or close the door. Otherwise, the character should not be able to trigger that logic from far or far. So this is guides. I'm just gonna go through everything I have learned before or through the tutorial, recap slowly, and hopefully if else is interested, they can maybe drop any questions they have if down on comment. And also one more thing I want to add is I'm not used to talking with the mics or any social media stuff. I'm not really very used to. I'm just trying my best here. That's why I might have uh, said something a little bit more or try to over explain something, and also did may have did a couple of some mistakes. So if there are other better ways to do it, then definitely you can give me a suggestion. And hopefully in future I'll be actually I will be able to publish something after learning Unreal Engine. For now, let's document it, and if anyone else interested, you can also join along with me, and we can maybe virtually go and learn stuff. And if there are other things like or I know, I'll share it obviously. So if you know, you basically can go ahead and drop your ideas or something. So I'll try to keep consistent with this, and I'm also looking for motivation to keep going, and one day maybe be able to publish my own game, which I have been already addressed a couple of times now. And I'm sorry about my nervousness. I'm sorry that I'm not used to this talking with the mics or anything. So I'm just trying my best here. So maybe in future, if you're interested with animation parts as well, then I will be able to show you how to animate or something like that. Right. But for now, let's focus on Unreal Engine. And on next video, I will go through a little more advanced or more variety of how we can open door. Like this is a simply basically closing and opening snap. We can go through in next video. We can go through a little more detail. And variation of the doors, like how can maybe we can instead of rotating, we can slide up and down or left and right, or maybe even go through like double door systems like that. And and with the time we will get better, I guess. So any questions, anything you guys curious about to know, uh, the comment section is definitely free, not free, open. So go ahead, drop it down, and let's keep up the good work. Thank you for your time and patience. uh, if there are more suggestions, anything else, please go ahead, let me know, and I'll try to keep up with that and improve with the time and also the way I'm explaining, hopefully. And thank you once again for everyone to be here. Thank you.